What's going on, guys? This is Alec here and welcome to episode number 19 of my Swansea City career mode. We're going to go straight into the first game. We've got a tough one up against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. They've won the Premier League a couple of times over the last couple of years. They've got Pep Guardiola coming in as their manager for this season. As you can see, they're not doing too well in the league. They're not even in the top 10. I can't even see where they are. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. So, rolling into this one, obviously, confident as they're in really, really bad form. However, they have got some good signings like Marek Hamzik and Alessandro Florenzi. They've also got a really, really strong bench. Kevin De Bruyne on the bench, Raheem Sterling. They've also signed Seamus Coleman. And obviously with the likes of David Silva and Aguero, it's going to be a hard game. As you can see, our team here from the last episode, I think I've brought in Kingsley. And we also give Nathan Dyer a game, as well as Jack Hawke in the midfield. I said last episode that Nathan Dyer doesn't get enough chance. He came on off the bench against Southampton and scored, so I decided to start him in this game. And I was optimistic, obviously City doing really bad in the league. I thought I'd come here and I'll try and play some nice football, try and settle them a little bit. I think Rangel's playing in this game also. But Man City with an early chance here. It comes to Fernandinho and that's a poor effort. I wasn't too bothered by him taking that shot with his weaker left foot there. But a good chance from Nathan Dyer as he comes down the right wing here. I think it was Jack Hawke that played the ball through to him. It's still Nathan Dyer. Tries pulling it back to Baston. And ask me what he did, but I won't give you an answer because I have literally no idea what he tried there. But we put a decent ball in here and it's not headed by one of our players, but it comes out to Memphis. So Memphis with a good chance to make it 1-0. It's a good save from Bravo. He saves it and catches it down low. And from the kick from that, David Silva, he'll pass it through to Aguero. Wonderful, wonderful tackle from Reece Oxford here. Pep Guardiola complaining about it, but I don't think that there's anything wrong. They take the free kick early, it comes to Aguero, into Leroy Sané, and that's a wonderful finish from the young German. I literally can't take anything away from him there. The way he controlled it down on his chest and he half-volleyed it as he was like sliding. Not the most realistic finish, but as you can see, a great chest down and then gets a load of power behind the shot. I think it just went between Stephen Kingsley's legs. Poor bit of play by us here, sloppy play into Aguero, into Marek Hamzik. We let him onto his left foot and that's probably the worst thing we could have done. We led him onto his weaker left foot. I thought, if he does go for a shot, it's just going to be like the Fernandinho one over earlier. But no, clearly not. As you can see, it was a sloppy bit of play from us. It comes into Aguero. Hamzik puts it onto his left foot, and that is such a beautiful strike. I can't even complain about that. Pep is all happy. He's fired up. We're 2-0 down just before half time, so this was obviously a really big blow to us. As you can see, that was Hamzik's first goal in the Premier League. I'm pretty sure he signed in January, otherwise he would have been on a lot more goals than that. But that's how that half comes to a close. We're 2-0 down against probably the best team in the league on paper, but apparently not on the league. So they're still attacking, they're not letting off, as you can see there. I think that was Hamzik with another chance on his left foot. That was how I was hoping the first one was going to go, but nope. But City is still on the attack into Clichy. They're literally not giving up, City. They're 2-0, they're not happy with that, and Clichy with a pretty tame effort. Vorm is going to save that all day, every day. But 60th minute now, half hour to go. We're trying to make some chances of our own. Memphis with some good work against Florenzi down that wing, and it's still Memphis. He'll cut inside onto his right foot, nowhere really to go, but into not more Barrow, Nathan Dyer. Dyer back into Memphis, and the shot is pretty tame. I'm rushing things. I was so under the cosh this game. Every chance I got, I snatched at. City, I think that was Fernando there. Lucky it was Fernando, otherwise that would have been a better effort probably. We managed to win that header with Reece Oxford there. It's into Ki-Sung Young. 50 minutes left, so there's still time left here. Sigurdsson, good ball through to Memphis. He'll cut inside his defender. And that's pretty much how this game was going. That one comes off the crossbar, but we still got a chance for more Barrow here. He comes inside nicely. It's still Barrow into Key, into Joshua King, and that is wide. we literally couldn't buy a goal this game. As you can see, 90th minute, it's game over, 2-0. I'm graceful in defeat if it's against someone like City. I will put my hands up and say they completely outplayed me. They got 2 goals before half time, and from there on I just couldn't do anything. They were so solid defensively, the likes of Company. I've no idea how they're doing so bad in the league. I literally have no clue, but yeah, like I said, I mean, we couldn't buy a goal. We had some good chances towards the end. As you can see, this is how our training is going, and as you saw in the last game, Joshua King actually made his debut for us coming on off the bench. He didn't do too much, but I didn't give him enough time to really get settled into the game, so I can't be too harsh on him. Now then, something very interesting has come up here. As you can see, the England international manager job, and we also get some prize money, but don't worry about that. This is a big one. I've stalled it. It's still stalled to this point now. I haven't gone any further than this game. Let me know whether you want me to accept it or not. I was not going to lie, holding out until getting the Wales job, and I was going to accept that, but I don't know. If you want me to accept the England job, I've got no problems in doing it, but like I said, my plan was to get the Wales job. Up against Leicester now in the league, they're a couple of places below us. As you can see, they've only allowed 18 goals in this season, which is the best in the Premier League. We've scored 59, which is also the best in the Premier League. So this was going to be a really interesting game to see if we could score, whether they could defend. As you can see, a couple of changes from this game. We put Barrow back in the team, we put Robertson back in the team, and we put Leon Britton back in the team. I think that was it. Josh King on the bench. Nathan Dyer was actually on loan to Leicester last season when they won the league. Congratulations to him. I know he's going to watch this video, so a massive congratulations to Nathan Dyer. As you could see, Leicester City, it hurts me to see Slimani in that team after Swans were after him, but they've got some good players. Mahrez is still there, and Jamie Vardy's still there, two big players. Also, Danny Drinkwater as well, he's still there, so they've got some top quality players that I was going to be coming up against in this game. But I was confident, bringing Barrow back into the team after the City loss. I think I really do need to be starting Barrow. I think last game showed I just couldn't create anything. But 5 minutes into the game now, Norton into Britain. We're just taking our time here, as we do a lot of the time. Robertson into Memphis. Memphis will cut back onto his right foot. He'll put a good ball into Leroy Fair, and that's a cracking save from Peter Schmeichel. It's like Peter Schmeichel, from Kasper Schmeichel. Really good save there. Well, I don't know how I didn't score, but a good chance here. Slimani actually rushes the shot. I don't know whether he would have had time to take a proper shot, but we give the ball literally straight back to Leicester. As you can see, Musa into Christian Fuchs. He'll put a ball into Slimani, and it's a good chance, but he's a little bit too close to the keeper to really get a good strike at goal. On to the 23rd minute now. As you can see, Leroy Fair passes the ball through to Mo Barrow. Mo Barrow takes his time into Baston into Sigurdsson. He can hit them from this range, and he does. Another good save from Schmeichel. From this point on, I pretty much knew I had it in for myself with Schmeichel making some really good saves. But Leroy Fair into Norton, who was in a little bit of space down this right-hand side. He has no real options to go anywhere, so he'll pull it back and takes his time. Back into Leroy Fair, who will look for not Leon Britton, into Gylfi Sigurdsson, and he'll take another shot. It's a good save from Schmeichel again. Pretty standard saves from Schmeichel. I think, at the range that I'm shooting at, he'd be pretty confident. But 0-0 at half time, it was really proving that Leicester are the best defence in the league. But Mo Barrow gets played through here. He checks back because he knows he can't beat him for pace. Back into Fair, into Leon Britton, Gylfi Sigurdsson. And Robinson plays a good ball here to Memphis Depay, who pulls back into Robertson. Nice bit of touch into Sigurdsson, and Sigurdsson will shoot. Again, Schmeichel with a save. It's all easy distance from him as he clears the ball. Leroy Fair wins that header. This game I was trying to take my time, but as time grew on, I thought I needed to kind of rush a bit. So we put this one forward quite quickly. Probably could have played Memphis in there, but it comes back to Sigurdsson. Most pointless skill in the history of skills, but back into Leroy Fair into Mo Barrow. He'll turn Christian Fuchs and get past him, checks back onto his left foot, and Leroy Fair scores in the 60th minute. Leroy Fair. It was a good bit of play from the whole team, basically. I was going to say Mo Barrow, but it was a good, I said 60th minute, it's the 54th. Mo Barrow, he just cuts back onto his left foot there, realises he can't beat Fuchs, and Leroy Fair's just there waiting. First time shot on his left foot, and we finally beat Kasper Schmeichel. And on the attack here, a couple of minutes later in the 60th minute, Mo Barrow gets the ball nicely done inside Ahmed Musa. No idea why he's back there. Into Leon Britton. And we're actually going to take this free kick. Amati fouled Gylfi Sigurdsson in the build-up, so he'll be the one taking it, and he scores! Very surprisingly, because I thought that was an absolutely awful free kick. Apparently, all the saves Schmeichel made earlier in the game, he deserved to make one bad mistake. I don't know. What do you think? I think he should have saved that, Kasper Schmeichel. It wasn't really in the corner at all. But that's his 15th goal in the Premier League, Gylfi Sigurdsson. I'm really impressed with him so far. Like I said, 15th goal in the Premier League. You can't beat that from midfield. Leroy Fair takes a good shot here. It just goes wide of the post. Schmeichel looked like he had it covered. On into the 88th minute, we dispossess Leicester, who were trying to get a consolation goal. Leroy Fair into Jefferson Montero, and he'll go through. Will he square it across, or will he shoot? He puts it past Kasper Schmeichel. really nicely. It's nice to see Jefferson Montero score. That was his 3rd goal of the season, and we're getting a little accomplishment there. This is another one I think Schmeichel could have done better. It was such a tight angle. I thought I'd just shoot, and if Schmeichel parries it back into the path of an oncoming Swans player, then I wouldn't mind that. As you could see, Nathan Dyer comes on against his old team. Can he win the league 2 seasons in a row with 2 different teams? Was on loan to Leicester last season. He's a Premier League winner, I think the only one in our team as well. I brought him on with a couple of minutes to go, just for the Leicester fans to give him one last cheer. But Curtis Davis onto Andrew Robertson now is still attacking, still trying to push for some goals. Jefferson Montero, fresh legs, great bit of pace about him. He comes down into the byline. Easiest goal, Joshua King will score for the Swans. He gets his first goal for the Swans. This is his home debut for them. I'm happy for Josh King. He was, like I said, he didn't have enough chance in the Man City game, so I can't really judge him on that. He came on in this game again a couple of minutes to go. I couldn't really judge him on that, but he does get a goal, and he does help us win this game 4-0 up against the Premier League champions. They give us a really good game back in the first couple of games of the season. I think they actually were our first loss, but 4-0 up against Leicester. Thank you guys for watching episode number 19. Like I said, leave me know what you think about the England job down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll see you for the next episode.